Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Shades of Glam. I'm Jeanette McDonald.
I'm Pam Cromwell.
And we are
Shades of Glam.
Well, it's that time of year. Oh my goodness.
What time of year?
Where we have to get ready to shop.
Oh boy.
So on I know. So on today's show, we're getting ready for holiday shopping, and we're going to give you some tips and tricks on how to do it on a budget. And
Is
also,
there such a thing?
There is such a thing. We're going to deep dive into this today so that you have all the tips you need to know on how to get through the holidays without being stressed out.
That's impossible.
No,
That's impossible.
But you know who else we're going to have on tonight?
Who are we going to have?
Oh my God, my favorite person. One of my favorites.
Wait. I might know this person.
Who is this? What do you think? Who do you think?
I think it's the magical wonder maker of all clothing ever. Potentially Susan.
Oh, yes, it is Susan Kohler from Susan Kohler Couture. She's actually going to give us some tips about getting ready for the holidays in terms of your look. So we have a jam-packed show tonight right here on Shades of Glam. Yay! So let's talk about it. And as the leaves are turning and we are getting closer and closer to the holidays, it's that dreaded time of year where we're saying to ourselves, man, I got to do some shopping.
Yeah, I don't say that to myself.
You don't? Okay.
You know why?
Why?
I try not to have to shop. I try not to look at anyone in the eye.
Oh, good.
I try to disassociate myself with friends and family.
Okay.
I try to create arguments so there would be.
Really? Oh my God!
It's a stressful time.
Oh, I know, it is a very stressful time.
You can't get blood out of a turnip.
Well, that's what we're going to show you how to get blood out of a turnip tonight. And here's one tip that I think everyone should do before you. We talked about, Santa makes a list and he checks it twice. He's trying to figure out who's naughty or nice.
But
what?
But this is my problem.
Okay, what's your problem?
I hear what you're saying with this list.
Yes.
But the thing is, when you write a list, it just reminds you of all the money you don't have to buy what's on the list.
Well, I think first and foremost, you figure out first of all who needs to be on that list, people.
Yes,
okay?
make it as small as possible.
That's number one. And then really the second thing is to put a dollar value on how much you can spend maximum. And that's for the entire list. That I know that my budget is $500 and I got 10 people to spend for. I really have to be very cautious about how I use my money.
Do you like the 10 people on the
I
list?
do like the 10 people. They actually happen to be all my nieces and nephews.
Oh,
I hope they're not watching tonight.
You can't forget the babies.
Well, that's the thing.
The babies.
People, these are things that you have to consider also is the age in which that you're purchasing for folks. Because at this point, some of my folks on the list are getting cut off because they're over the age of 20.
My mom does that. She does it at 18. You're off the list.
Really?
Yeah,
at
you're
18.
off the list.
So if you're old enough to vote, you're getting off the list.
You're no longer getting a gift. I think that's a little unfair, though. Because
why is that?
Think about it. If there's 3 kids in a family.
Yeah.
And then the oldest is 18.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't get cut off if the other 2 are still able to get gifts.
But see, it's not my
That's
problem
rough.
that they had children late in life. I'm just saying that. No, because I have that situation now.
Right.
I know my family members are looking at me saying,
That's how it works.
But it's true because there's kind of like a very big age difference between some of the kids, and they're already working.
Right.
And the truth is, at this point, if you're in your mid to late 20s, guess what? I'm giving you a kiss and a hug, and I'll give you all the advice you need, but you ain't getting a gift. I got to worry about the little babies that are coming in because unfortunately, I take that back. But there's a lot of people spawning around me, like having more and more children. So how am I supposed to keep up with the budget? You have to keep up with the budget, folks. And this is why, because people feel very stressed about this issue of I have to buy for someone.
Right.
So I try and tell people, you have to be realistic. If they're at a certain age, it's done.
In my old days.
In your old days.
You got to 18, you started getting cash.
Wow.
You didn't get a gift, you got cash.
Well, we're going to talk about the types of gifts that you can give, but I think...
I wouldn't give a 5-year-old cash.
No. Well, nowadays they probably would use it, for some kind of cash. But I think just to keep in mind who's on the list and how much you really do want to spend, I think is important. I think also the other thing to consider is, for the age of the person, what can you buy? Now, in my arena, what I tend to do when I'm looking at all these kids, most of the kids nowadays, they're very much into, I like Old Navy, I like Gap, I like, and fill in the blank. The nice thing is, there's a store card for that.
Give a kid a store card?
Well, because their parents are going to be the ones taking them shopping.
True.
And then they, in turn, can then go and buy what they need to buy.
What happened to a toy? What happened to a good old-fashioned toy or
Have
a
you
doll?
seen the cost of toys and dolls?
Sheesh.
First of all, the last time I was in a toy store and I saw Bratz. Have you seen these dolls?
They're like the degenerate Barbies.
They are the truly degenerate Barbies. I was wondering, when did Barbie go out to the club? Because that's what happened with these toys. I am very concerned. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was twisted in the wind. I called up my cousin. I said, have you been to the toy store lately? She called me back and said, have you? Because I don't understand why you're having such an issue. And I looked at these toys for little girls.
And it's bad.
And it's bad.
What about Legos?
Well, I like Legos.
They still got Legos? They got Legoland, Lego stores?
I love Legos. If the child is into building things, that's great. You got to know really who you're buying for.
That's true, because you could get like, my problem is I want to get them a gift of what I had, like the newer version.
I agree.
Because it strengthened the creativity,
yes,
and their imagination,
yes,
and it was also learning.
Well, so let's stay on that, because I'm finding that a lot of parents nowadays, okay, I shouldn't say a lot of parents, but let's say in my family. I'm going to use my family. Ooh. I know I'm putting my family on blast. Love you. But my little ones have iPads.
Oh, I'm very conflicted about that.
Well, here's what I find interesting.
When you say little, what's little?
I mean, even my 1-year-old.
They have their own iPad?
He has his own iPad.
Mercy, can I go to that
Mercy.
house? Because that's where I need to be getting a gift from.
Mercy. But the reason why I bring up the iPad piece is that there are a lot of children nowadays that do have some kind of electronics. Along with those electronics are apps.
Right.
With Apple, what you can do is gift an app. You can actually buy an app and gift it to that person.
Right.
So if you're looking for kind of a learning age piece that I know my niece works with their child on this particular app, or they'd like to, that's also an inexpensive gift that you can give to a family member if they're into the technology. I'm finding a lot of children. I mean, I watch my goddaughter. She can actually program and download apps. She was actually doing it at age 4.
No, I believe that. Like, I've seen it myself. My godchildren, they're masters.
Yes.
They can take an iPhone and do more with it in 2 minutes than most adults.
Frightening.
It's extremely frightening. But I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a whole new topic.
It is a whole new topic.
I get a little nervous with that.
It is.
I feel like we almost are making them grow up too quickly.
I know.
Just because they can do it doesn't mean they should do it.
And I agree. Just because it fits, you shouldn't wear it. But we'll talk about that in a little while. That's when Susan comes on. But we're going to talk about that. But if you know the child,
right?
Like my other godson is 11, going on 12. That might be more of an appropriate gift for him.
Yes.
So you have to know age appropriate things. But that's another option, that if you're looking to gift an app, you can do that very inexpensively. And
that's for adults too.
Absolutely.
Like, there are apps that, I have to say, my iPad is not just a business tool. No. It has turned into my pure entertainment. Like, that's from reading books to, I even do my devotions from my iPad. Okay. So I think sometimes there are apps I want to buy, but, I feel like it's a little bit of maybe I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe there's some games where you want some gift credits in there and you just don't want to admit it. Candy Crush.
Yes, I know.
But I mean,
I
think that's actually a really good idea. Sure. And honestly, like, to your point, if you have a long list of people, that way you're still giving them something. And it's actually a guilty pleasure.
It is.
Because I know as much as I want to pay money to give myself credits to get to the next level of Candy Crush, I will do it. Except maybe if it's payday and I feel really desperate.
Well, there you go. There you go. But let's now talk about if you're a planner, okay? Because right now we're right in the middle, middle end of November, so it's probably a little late for me to be telling you some of this stuff. But setting aside money is important
and hard
and hard and hard. One of the things, I used to be a budget and credit counselor years ago. So
what was that?
Just check. Yeah, I'm not telling you how many years ago I used to do that. But when I worked with people to create budgets, we always had a line item for gifts.
Right from the beginning?
Right from the beginning, because unless you actually have a line item for gifts and you're not setting aside money in your gift account, it springs up on you. So things like birthdays, Christmas, what you do is you figure out from the year before, what did I spend?
Ooh.
I know, it's always like,
I'd never want to be reminded.
So then what you do is you decide what is a more realistic number that you should be able to spend in a year. Once you figure out what that number is, divide that by 12 for 12 months, and you put that money aside so that when it's time, you've got the cash to go.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Oh goodness!
But I gotta be the Debbie Downer on this one.
Oh,
I don't mean to be, because I like gifts. I like getting them for myself all the time.
Sure.
But I guess my problem is this. I hate to even go there, but Obamacare.
Tell me about it. What?
So everyone's strapped for cash, right?
Agreed.
We're living in a time period where we are now forced to have insurance because people were choosing to get that extra money and risk sickness, not being sick.
That's true.
Because everything is so tight. Now, we know that most people are going to be buying someone a gift of some type. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes people are afraid to admit that they're going to get a gift for someone. Do you know where I'm coming from? So I guess it's hard for people to really look at a tangible number and say, I'm going to budget it. So with your background, how could you get someone to feel confident enough to be brave to have a real number?
Well, I think part of it is just looking at the past habits of spending. And that's really with any kind of budgeting. We're actually going to do a budgeting show at some point for all of us. But the key thing is to look at your spending. A lot of ways to look at that is to look at your credit card statement. And to also look at your bank statement. We can actually parse very quickly what number, it's a tangible number that you spent in 2012, in 2011 on gifts. Not to mention cash, because even if you give cash gifts, that should also be factored into that number as well. Then you actually have a number. You have this number. And then you determine, well, I can commit to doing $50 a month to set aside for this, or $10 a month, whatever that number is. But the key thing is to make sure that you put it in that account and you don't touch it.
So it can't be emergency money.
No, it can't be. It can't be
mad
money. It's not mad money. It's not casino money. It's not like, I'm going to the showboat this weekend, and I got my Christmas fund because I can make it double at the showboat. No, you leave it alone.
You almost have to make it hard to get to.
Which is my next point. Is that when you have an account, years ago, and I think they still have this at most savings and loans, small savings and loans locally, Christmas accounts.
I had Christmas clubs when I was young.
Yes.
And they would come, it was great because it was like a book.
Yes.
And then each week I would put $2 or whatever it was. Right. And I did that as a kid, and I was able to get money, like a tangible money, to be able to buy my parents, my brothers gifts. And I felt proud.
By the way, what Pam just said, that's what every parent needs to do with their children.
Yeah.
They need to understand that it's not just a matter of mommy and daddy giving me, it's a matter of working towards a goal. Right. So to do that is very important, especially to have these kinds of Christmas clubs. They also have vacation clubs, to do the same thing. It's a minimal amount of interest, maybe 1% of interest that you get on these accounts. And by a certain date, the account closes, which means you got to
Right.
take the money out.
Well, or they'll send you a check in the mail
Send you a
with
check
the
in the
amount
mail.
you've saved.
Okay, or direct deposit, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some folks don't really like using banks. Like I have a lot of friends that are like, I don't trust.
What, in the mattress?
Yeah, they do. Well, what they do, instead of the mattress, they will buy money orders.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I got them.
Okay.
I got them in the family.
And you have the envelope, and you write on the envelope, this is for Xmas, and you put $50 or however way you're budgeting it. That money order goes in there, and it's just as good as new. Just make sure again, it's not your mad money, it's not your emergency fund. Although if an emergency does come up, But we'll talk about emergency funds another time. This is really talking about setting aside for Christmas. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're not liking that.
Well, I do like it, but it's just so hard to get when you've not done it well. I mean, I did it as a child,
Sure.
but it was a book, and I remember I was so excited about filling the book.
Sure.
So I would hurry up and I would put extra money in and, get multiple books.
Sure.
But now, I mean, sometimes I'm trying to find gas money. I'm digging through change.
Well, then that's an entirely different conversation when it comes to budgeting all around.
we need that
Well, we need that conversation in the new year. I'm going to talk about money and you and how to make it work, especially on a very tight budget, because I can
or no budget.
Or no budget. Listen, I was in a position in my 20s where I was extremely overrun on credit, and I was going to school full time and working full time, and I almost had to claim bankruptcy. So I went through a credit counseling program who went through, you have to make a budget, you set aside X amount of dollars for everything. And it's a very regimented way, but it teaches you the value of money.
Right.
And making sure that I'm not buying that latte at Starbucks, fufu shishi Starbucks, where I can make my coffee at home for pennies on the dollar.
Right.
So, again, if you can think about doing Christmas clubs, if you haven't ever thought about it before, check out your local savings and loans, check out the local banks. I would stay away from the big banks. So, because they're going to charge you a lot of fees.
And they make it hidden, too.
They do have a lot of hidden fees with that, especially if you're using the teller versus the ATM.
Yes.
So, if you're going to do this with the small ones. I highly recommend, if you belong to a credit union, definitely check them out.
And they probably advertise it. Like, I find that credit unions always trying to help people get ahead.
I agree.
While the big banks sometimes have these programs, but they don't even advertise them.
That's
it's like they'll
true.
only do it if you say it, but they're not going to put it anywhere easy to find.
That's true. So now let's say that we have some cash to be able to do stuff. We've already have our list. We've checked it twice. Where are we going shopping? All right. Well, there's a couple of things also to consider. I think you actually mentioned this to me when we were talking about this show. Are layaway plans.
Thank heavens.
So talk about the layaway plans that you knew about.
Well, I knew that this year I'd gotten an email, I think about maybe September, from Walmart saying that we're now introducing layaway again. I was like, fantastic! Walmart. You can get everything at Walmart. You buy groceries at Walmart. So now that I know I can lay away, that's fantastic.
That's true.
And I knew that already that Kmart was always the layaway guru. Like, I knew that from growing up. And now that Sears and Kmart have merged, they're technically the same owner now. I knew that Sears did layaway. So I was like, Now, I'm going to tell you, when I was in college and even getting my first apartments, I used a lot of those types of programs. Like, I would do Finger Hut.
Yes, I remember Finger Hut.
And they're still alive and kicking. And I would do, like, almost any type of company that offered deferred billing.
Yes.
That was the only place I would go to because I knew I would never have the money up front. But give me a chance to work that money down. It's like having a credit card.
That's right.
So that was actually how I furnished my apartments.
And just remember, folks, when you do the layaway programs, make sure that whoever you're doing a layaway program with, there is no interest accruing. You always have to read the fine, or just ask them outright when you're talking to the sales representative, is there a fee? If so, what are the fees?
Right.
Now, we know that there are a couple of places that we wanted to mention tonight. There's a company called eLayaway.
That was new to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that, and it's so simple. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't have looked for that already.
And eLayaway is a pretty interesting piece because you can go on elayaway.com and you can shop for all the things that you're looking for. The thing you got to watch out for with eLayaway is the shipping fees.
That's where they make their money.
And their money, lots of money. So they're out there, but I like some of the others that are out there in terms of Sears, Toys R Us, and Walmart.
See, I didn't know about Toys R Us, and that's fantastic.
Because with them, you can do layaway online and then go pick it up at the store.
Ooh.
So you're not paying for shipping.
Nice.
Okay? So just be aware that Walmart, their layaway ends December 13th. Sears has an 8-week layaway plan. So they kind of do it in rotation. So they allow you 8 weeks to pay for your stuff, and then you got to come get it. And then Toys R Us, their layaway plan ends December 15th.
Got it.
So if you're thinking of that, those are some things to really look at. I like that idea because then I can just go pick it up.
Well, and going back to having a list, it really gets you very balanced because now you have your list.
Yes.
You've gotten everything on the list. Now it's just paying it.
That's it. That's all that is.
And that's unfortunately the hard part, but I think sometimes coming up with the realistic of what should be on the list.
That's right.
So having that, I think, is a really good match. You know, and some other things to know with the layaway programs, you know, you might have to mix a little bit because of the fact that, you know, with Walmart, my own personal experience, I thought I could lay away a recliner chair. You can't. It's only certain types of things. So it was like I think it's electronics and things like that.
Toys.
And toys. So it's really important to know what you want.
Yes.
Before going into it, or you could be frustrated.
Yeah, and we don't want you to be frustrated because again, no
it's
stress.
frustrating enough.
We
but
don't
we're trying
want
to
stress.
cut that part
no
of
stress for you. So that's the key thing. So we talked a little bit about layaway. Now here's my favorite one. If you are a credit card person and a debit card person, check with your bank to see if you have points. You see commercials all the time that talk about points. The latest one is Chase with these dramatic points, right? So I like to use my points at the end of the year because I like to buy gift cards. I know who I'm buying for. I know what stores that everybody likes to shop at. And I can use those points to buy those gift cards. So essentially, I'm not putting money out of my pocket. I've already spent money by using the card. And now I can turn that into gift buying.
And I think something to remember is that you don't have to have the American Express.
No.
A lot of cards do it. Capital One
Yes.
is a big one to do it. Chase.
And Citibank.
Chase, and, you know, Bank of America back in the day used to actually do that with a debit card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean, I think it goes back to when you're setting up a bank account, you really try to find perks. Like, you don't
Yes.
always have to have a credit card. There's a lot
That's
of
right.
banks that will do these things off of debit cards, too.
That's
So,
correct. And so please take a look at, especially if you have a bank and credit card with the same bank,
Yeah.
you could be earning double points, which then can be used for other things like your gift giving
Right.
during the holidays. Lord knows that my gift cards have saved me on more than one occasions for birthdays, weddings, what have you.
Gift cards are powerful.
Gift cards are very powerful. So if you got the points, use them. What are you holding on to them for? Use them, for goodness sake.
Unless you use them for yourself,
Unless you use them for yourself.
which I'm a big fan of.
Oh,
no, she didn't.
No, I didn't. Just do
She
that.
called me out.
I called you out on that one. But also remember, too, that if you buy gift cards, some gift cards will accumulate fees each month.
Yeah, and then you have nothing.
Right. Then you got nothing. So you gotta tell folks, do not hold on to this for a rainy day. It ain't cash. Okay? It's to be used right away. When you get it, go shopping the next day.
Wait. Can I
Why?
give some stipulations? Can I give some stipulations?
Yes, you can give some stipulations.
Okay, when you get a gift card, my worst fear about gift cards is that the person who you gave it to is not the recipient of the card. For example, my friend, she would get these $200 gift cards for Walmart.
Okay.
How much did she get for herself?
I don't know how much.
0.
Oh, what happened?
Because she would buy like household things, like cleaning
wow.
items and stuff like that. So, I know there's the cash, the same with like the American Express gift cards.
Yeah.
Just when you think of giving someone a gift card, try not to go to the Walmart solution. It is nothing wrong with Walmart. No, we love Walmart. Believe
we do love
me.
Walmart,
And we love Target, Target. But I think it's easier to not end up getting yourself something good or fun. It's very. You see where I'm going? It's easy to get. It's so easy to fall into. Oh my goodness, I need Saran wrap, and then before you know it, you're nicking and nicking and nicking and nicking. You still want, the whole point of giving someone a gift is you want them to recognize that you think they're special.
Agreed.
Not bad special. But you think they're special, and you want them to do and be recognized and to feel that. And I think a lot of times with gift cards, sometimes people are like, no gift cards. Because they know it goes to something practical and not something like fun.
All right, so then let's talk about some fun.
Oh, boy.
Now let's talk about some fun. Because, you want the gift card to go far, and you want it to be a gift.
Right.
And especially if it's not a specific store card, like it's an American Express gift card, where can you use it? I think some of the best places to go shopping is local.
Yes.
Okay? And in fact, write this down.
Or on cruises.
Right? Okay. Write that down too. But write this down too. Here's the one thing I want to tell you. November 30th is Small Business Saturday.
Where?
Everywhere. Girl, everywhere. Here in Easton, in Lambertville, where I'm from, in New York City, in LA, not in Honduras, but wherever in the United States, if you are a small business, I know your day is coming because we all want to shop local.
So you're supposed to just go to a small business that day?
Yeah.
Do you get a discount with this small business?
Well, in some cases you could.
Because I don't know. I'm a small business and I never heard of this
girl,
day.
We're talking about shops. Do you have a shop?
Well, depends. Shop for good thoughts.
You are a shop for good thoughts. That is a true statement. But if you are truly like a store owner that has a front end store, it is, and you'll see the ad from American Express. It talks about November 30th is Small Business Day. We encourage you to support your small businesses, to go shopping. They will have very big discounts throughout the entire area, talking about we're going to be in support. If you support us, we support you. Nice. So,
layaway?
Well, let's talk about that, because a lot of small stores that you can go into, one of my favorites, and this is from my best friend Denise, actually, she got me turned on to this, are consignment stores.
Denise is awesome.
I know. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey. But consignment stores, if you've ever shopped at a consignment, or have never shopped at a consignment store, you'll find actually labels, name brand, clothing that people have said, well, I own this, but I don't need it anymore, and it's in good condition. So you can get labels from, who's a designer?
Regular person?
Jones, New York.
Oh, yes.
Ann Taylor. I've even seen like Lucky 7 jeans sometimes. Yeah, because people, they get rid of it. They don't need it. So if you go to a consignment shop, there are fantastic ones. One of the ones in Easton, we have, Twice Chic Boutique?
Yes.
Okay. Still in Style Consignments. And Twice as Nice for Children.
Which makes so much sense, because if any age range is a good place to shop for consignment things, it would be for children.
That's
because how many times have people bought outfits upon outfits and their child just grew right that quickly?
That's right. And plus, on top of it, we passed a consignment shop tonight in Easton, which I think is one of the newest ones.
Fantastic shoes!
Funky shoes, girls.
Beautiful.
Really nice shoes. So I was really blown away by some of the really quality clothing that you can get at a consignment shop. And some people think, well, is that a thrift shop? In some cases, there's thrift shops, but there's also the consignment shops that are a little more high-end in terms of what you're looking for. Don't turn your nose up to it. Take a look at what's in there. You will find incredible deals, so that when you get that $50 or $25 gift card, You can come out with almost 5 outfits. I've done that.
Well, and
I've done that.
the trick of that is you look the area where the shop is.
Well, that's the key.
That's
So-
how you know where the clothes came from.
That's exactly right.
I'm going to
So,
California.
Well, I live in Lambertville, New Jersey, and we have Green Street consignment. They did not pay me for this, but I buy a lot of my clothes there. And also they have stores in New York City as well as in Philadelphia. So
I didn't know about chain consignment
they're
stores.
chain consignment stores.
Pardon.
And not to mention also that if you need to make a little extra cash and you have clothes that are in good condition, and I mean good condition, that you're not wearing anymore, take it to the consignment shop. They may be able to get some money for you for that. So just a thought.
No, it makes sense. I
So-
mean, people can't say they don't have ways to make money
That's
for
right.
the holidays. There's always something. Sometimes you have to think outside the box.
That's the key, and that's what we're trying to help you with. That if you want to buy like really funky stuff for someone, and you don't have that kind of funky, wallet with money, you can do it in ways that are very practical. And I know we've been talking about spending money,
Yes.
but now let's also talk about if I really don't have it to give, well, what can I give? You can give you.
Be careful, though.
Okay, all right. You know what? It's a family
Let's keep
show.
this clean.
It's a family show.
I'm just saying.
All right, I'm just saying.
Clarify.
You know what? Here I'm clarifying. My goodness. Well, here's what I'm talking about. So if you are someone that cooks, I appreciate someone that can cook. Why? Because I can't bloody cook. Okay? My family is all there saying, that's true, that's true. I appreciate a home-cooked meal from anybody. Do you know that is probably one of the best gifts that I ever get? In fact, I'm going to call out Bill and Edwin right now. Hello, Edwin Ortiz. Yeah, I want my pasteles. And that's my Christmas gift. He makes me pasteles.
Hey.
What?
Oh.
What?
What
Hey,
about
yo,
me?
You know what?
What about me?
No, because pasteles is hard to make.
It
It's a
is.
lot
That's
of
what I'm
work.
saying. What about me?
You? All right, I'll work you in. You can get a
Christmas.
one.
Let's
But
start.
anyway, so if you can cook, if you can bake, and you're good at it. I'm not saying that if you kind of stink at it.
You mean like my mom?
What? You calling on Miss Moselle?
No, my mom is a fantastic cook. In
Oh.
fact, what she does for Christmas is she'll make things that people can't get most of the time. So
Amen.
like
There you go.
fruit cakes, sweet potato pies, and pecan pies, and she mails them to our family. And
There
you
you
know
go.
what? That is their Christmas gift,
That
and
believe
they're
me,
very happy with that gift.
when you
normally.
make that with love, that shows. Hey, I love this person.
I'm gonna learn how to cook,
Learn. Well, you do that.
and I'm gonna cook your gift.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
once
okay.
I learn how to cook.
Once you learn how to cook, I'll appreciate that. You know what else is appreciated? Babysitting.
I'm about to say lawn work
Well, it's those kinds of things.
because I don't want to babysit.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Let me tell you something. With me and kids and my temperament, not a good thing. But
No, I love the little boogers.
I do. I love the boogers too. But it's kind of
Jeez.
like here, give them back to your parents. But if you have the proper temperament to watch someone's children, where you're not going to actually kill them.
Or put them in the
Or
closet.
put them in a closet somewhere where Dyfus is coming like an hour away to come get your child, then it's a good idea for you to babysit. I think it's actually a very good gift to give.
No,
to someone.
I honestly, I'm making jokes, but you know how many times I know married couples who are at wit's end and really need to institute having that date night
They do.
and being
Yes.
able to give
Yes.
that gift. The hardest part is where
Yes.
you leave your kids because
That's right.
especially in the evening, they don't have a lot of daycare centers
No,
that
they
run
don't.
at night.
No,
And these days, kids watching kids is just crazy.
that's I know. I know.
and it's inflation to try to hire a high schooler. Sheesh.
I know.
So I mean,
My
like
word.
it really is. It's crazy. There's a business out there.
It
I
is
mean, they
business.
have official babysitting sites now for like kids, like agencies. It's insane. So honestly, I think that's a powerful gift
I agree.
because peace of mind and a 2-hour break. And that's the thing. We're not talking about people going away for a week.
No,
We're saying
because that's happened to me.
we're saying
No bueno.
give like 10 hours and let them break it up. So like a dinner, go out for a dinner. That's not nice. I'm gonna have children just so I can have babysit them. I'm going away for a week on a cruise with the gift card I gave myself.
You know what? Your child will be very well behaved when your child comes back. I'm not
as
going
long
with
as they're not in the closet. That's all I ask. Just don't leave them in the closet for hours.
Oh my goodness! And you know what else? Besides babysitting, is actually teaching somebody something.
What?
Well, so I have found that, especially in our line of work, because we work in electronics field, and we sometimes deal with people that are much older, that they feel intimidated. I can tell you that if you teach someone how to actually use Facebook or Instagram, and then teach them how to use kind of like, an iPad, it becomes such a freeing thing that the world opens up. In fact, when I used to teach, for a living, and I would teach people how to use a computer, just to use our system, I would come back and see them 6 months later, and they would say, Jeanette, I have a Facebook account, and I post all my grandkids' photos up there, and I'm conversing with people overseas.
Oh, boy.
I didn't even have a Facebook account back then. When I was teaching, I'm like, what? You have a what? You're doing what on Twitter? What are you doing? But the thing is, you teach someone something, and it just starts to grow and grow and grow. Right. So, whether it's tutoring someone, whether it's math or science, or how to use a system, a computerized system, people have thought that they could never learn. If you have the patience to teach someone, which I actually can teach people.
No, you can. I can't. I would just do it for them.
You would. Okay, we'll see that.
I have a problem. Okay, I don't know how to. I don't have no line.
You have no line?
I would just be like, okay, I'll do it.
Oh, I see. Well, that's what I'm saying. Just teaching someone something is actually quite liberating for the other person.
That's
Your
true.
knowledge is actually a very good commodity, and I think that would be something that people would appreciate. But other things too. If you are a photographer, if you like to sculpt, if you like to paint, if you like to write poetry, if it comes from you, people love it. It's that kind of personalization that you don't get from buying a gift somewhere else. It comes from you, and people find that to be, I think, very powerful.
That's true, because I know somebody who goes into the clearance section the year before and buys the gifts. And then when they're giving them out, it's just kind of like, okay, I have gifts. I'm giving out the cocoa and this and that. And the thing is that, yes, it's a gift.
Yes.
And sometimes it may be of value.
Yeah.
But it's very impersonal, because it's like, it was the luck of the draw.
Right.
Because you just happen to get these at a great deal, so now you're just handing them out like candy. Versus, if, like you said, if someone has... I know someone who's very fantastic painter. Lauren, you're fantastic. And... Yes, Lauren. Oh my gosh. And I remember our friend Jen just wanted a painting for her living room.
Okay.
And when Lauren did it, it just blew her away.
Oh.
And for Lauren, it was like a no-brainer.
Yes.
But to Jen, it was like, I'm getting a personalized piece of art.
There you go.
From someone who has that skill set.
There you go.
And so it made her day. And I mean, I wasn't feeling good at one time, and they put together pictures and made this awesome photo booth, and they put captions and things like that. I even keep it at on my desk at work, and people always comment on it. And it's an original.
It's an original.
No one will ever have that.
That is correct. And so consider that if you have a particular gift, internal gift, use it.
Yeah.
Because people love that. I dig it all the time,
Yeah.
especially when people send me pictures that they've done. Now, this next one that I think works if you have a very large family and you know that you're really on a budget. And I'm talking about, when you have a lot of cousins and all of their children.
And yes. The second, third
kind of going on.
Yep.
Is the idea of Secret Santa. What's about Secret Santa?
You know what? You're right. As long as it's a family setting.
It's a right.
Because I'm not a fan when they do it in work.
I'm not a fan of work.
Because the gifts are very cheesy.
It's weird.
Yes, and weird. And then you really show how much you don't know your coworkers.
Well, that's true. That's true. And really, when I talk about the Secret Santa, mostly it's in families that, you all agree that I have one person to buy for, You put these. Everybody's put their names in a bag.
The
or what
kids
have you.
aren't involved, are they?
It depends. It really depends on what your family decides.
Because I wouldn't have a kid getting a gift for an adult.
No, but probably if the parent can help try and identify
Right.
what would be good for grandpa or grandma or Auntie May.
Right.
But you can, that's another way also to do this. I know family members, friends of mine that they do that in their family, and it's much more cost effective. And I think we really should hear from you. So if you have some really good gift giving ideas, let us know on let us know on our Facebook page, which is at
Shades of Glam.
okay, or you can tweet us your ideas on what?
Shades of Glam.
So let us know either by Twitterverse or by Facebook. Let us know, hey, you know what? This is what we do. We'd love to hear from you about what works for you during this holiday season for giving gifts. So I hope you learned a lot and it started getting your little brain cells working to think about what we should do. Because we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have Susan Kolar talk about with us for the season how to really get ourselves glammed up, and when you actually go out and shopping, what to really consider. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Right back.
Right back. Hey everybody, welcome back, welcome back. So tonight we brought back our special guest star, Miss Susan Kolar. Yay!
My hero.
From Susan Kolar Couture. And by the way, because we just had the event last month for To Glam for Cancer, so we're very happy to meet a lot of you that came to the event. And if you didn't get an opportunity to see last month's show, we actually had a fashion emergency that Susan was able to make such a beautiful dress to really save the day
I
for
was
Pam.
a princess.
She was truly a princess, and if you want to see the after effects of that beautiful dress, please check out our website, shadesofglam.com, so you can see all the pictures from the event. So we were so glad that you actually supported us, and Susan, thank you for all the work that you did on Pam's dress. It was phenomenal. And so since we've been talking about shopping, and if you get your gift card, or beforehand if somebody gives you a bunch of cash somewhere that you find in a box, you need to go shopping. So the idea behind this is, what really works for the holidays in terms of shopping for color? Because really, I've been to a couple of parties. Hell, I was at your party, and some of the people, I was kind of like, that was an interesting choice.
Yes, she was.
It was kind of a little interesting choice. So, but let's talk a little bit about color. What's really hot this season that people should consider?
Well, during the holiday season, it's the perfect time. It's getting darker and it's getting colder. So, of course, the colors that we're attracted to are what?
The
Really darker colors.
And brighter colors.
Wait. Oh my goodness, what's going on in there?
Like these colors.
Ooh.
I just happened to be shopping and found these colors. These are holiday colors. Aren't these the colors we all want to wear?
Yes.
I actually
Yes,
like
of course.
that.
I like that.
We can
Look at
eat these later, actually. But anyway,
chocolate.
so the bright colors are what we like to wear for the holidays. The holidays are a perfect time to think about and how we can wear these colors. So when you ladies invited me to speak about color, it prompted my own color journey.
Oh,
And believe me,
a color journey.
I like
it's
color
not
journeys.
as easy as it looks. So that's why you're speaking of these occasions where
Yes.
maybe it's not so proper. Well, first of all, since we have these in front of us, first of all, bright colors are really hard to wear like all one,
So,
like
okay.
a solid
You have to break it up,
piece.
right?
We call them in fashion accent colors.
Okay.
So these would be colors, we call them pops of color. And actually, Pam, your dress was a perfect example of how to use a pop of color in a dress, a basic black dress. And then the color probably was like this, hot pink.
Yeah.
The hot pink
Perfect.
just
was
on the
hot.
shoulder, which attracts attention to the face, is what we want to think about, is where you're putting that pop of color is what is going to be emphasized.
Okay.
So if you so the idea is to use these colors to emphasize parts of your body to enhance your assets. So if there are parts you don't want people looking at, don't put that color there. So that's simple.
Okay.
Another thing is a fun thing to wear in the holidays. I always like to pull out of my closet, or sometimes they're like sequin things, beaded things,
Ooh.
shiny things,
I like
right?
shiny.
Because we
Like
like
shiny.
to, and the secret to wearing those again is similar to the accent colors. You don't want to wear like a lot of it. You want to wear it in one place. Like I like to wear like shiny skirts for some reason. They would be something to show off your legs if you have good legs. Yes.
Let's
She got good yams. She
Or
does.
if you're going to wear something beaded or shiny, wear it in a top, or wear it in a scarf, or wear it in your hair, or wear it on your ears. But no need to cover the whole body in.
So, like last
Shine.
year was a lot of sequins, right?
Yes.
And you saw a lot of all sequin dresses, and I
Yes.
tried to wear them, and it didn't work.
doesn't work. It really looks good
On a
in
hanger.
a fashion show or on a mannequin, something that's not moving.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Stop
so,
moving.
so we have to take these things and be practical. The things we see in fashion and on runways and in fashion shows and in the stores, we have to. That's the challenge: is how do we apply it to our everyday
That's a
occasion.
big challenge.
Yes.
So that's the thing with color is that, we're told we can only, there are systems out there that tell us we can only wear certain colors. Like you should, like, I guess they had them by season, autumn, winter. So that was a popular thing to do. And that really did get women to think about color, which I think is important. But also I found it, for myself anyway, very limiting because there were certain colors that I was told I couldn't wear.
Okay.
And so I didn't like that. I'm kind of rebellious that way. So the key is, and I found these secrets through doing some research on color and wardrobe choosing, is you can wear any color. It really is okay.
See?
The key is if there's a color that doesn't look good on you or a color that doesn't make you feel good wearing it, don't wear it.
Okay.
If it doesn't look good, don't wear it near your face.
Because you
Wear it somewhere else. Yes, and so there are easy ways to figure out what colors might look good. I like to go to the fabric store. That, of course, I must live in the fabric store. But you can go to fabric stores and you can go in and they have mirrors there and you can drape fabric colors over there and really look at your face and look at what it does, the colors do to your eyes. Look what it does to like your complexion. Okay. And see what happens. And you will see. It's a very visual thing. It really happens that certain colors will enhance your complexion. So I went color searching.
Okay.
Okay.
And I
some stuff going on in
and
here.
I got some show and tell stuff, and I thought it was really fun to try some of these things. Like
I love that.
here, see. You probably already know all the beautiful colors that you love, but if we drape something like this on Pam, you can see
look at Belle
what that does. Her lips already have this beautiful color in it.
Wow.
So it's picking up color of her lips, and that's another secret is try to match your lip color, your eye color, makeup to whatever clothing you're wearing. So try to pick it up and carry it to the face. Also, another trick would be is to carry the color to maybe like a hairband or something in your hair.
I do a lot of hairbands.
Yes, and that just brings it up. Because really with color, what you want to remember is that you are part of the portrait.
Yes.
You are, the wardrobe is not just the clothes. It's your face, it's your hair, it's your skin. Those three things mainly. Your hair, the color of your eyes, and your skin. And if you can pick up those colors in your clothing choices, you will. It's guaranteed almost that you'll look fabulous.
Oh, so I know of. I have a friend. She has blue eyes. Yes. And whenever she wears a light blue shirt, she glows.
Yes.
She glows.
And and people will tell you also over time when you're wearing a really good color. Don't people say to you, "Wow, you look great today"? And sometimes they don't even know why. Right. They really can't say it's the color, but it's all like. Because you're feeling good. When you wear the right color, you're going to feel good. You're not only going to look good, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel it. And certain colors really do bring about certain moods. Like cool colors, like maybe this purple, is going to be a little bit more like who she looks good.
Yeah, you work on purple.
Yeah,
look at that,
purple
girl.
Is like really good for you. Purple, bad.
Really?
Oh, it's bad. No, I cannot. Purple would not do good. It washes me out totally. Mm-hmm.
I can't do yellow.
Let's see. Yellow might not be good. Right.
Yellow makes me look like I didn't put lotion on.
Let's see. I think I know. Over here, look at this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
and your hair color?
Another holiday choice, which I love, is metallic.
That's pretty.
And this is
I
like
this.
Coppers and the golds. And look at her beautiful hair. It's got a nice copper reddish tint to it. And she's got almost like the perfect lipstick for this one,
That would be like a nice, like
so
that could go with the outfit you have on right
wonderful.
now.
Yes, agreed.
So if you're thinking about going from like work to an office party, should make it look effortless. Shouldn't make it look like you tried too hard. You want to be a festive professional, if that's such a thing. You don't want to go too far out of the professional realm. So a nice thing to wear is...
She's getting attached.
Yeah, I know. And I think this for you, or the purple too.
Yeah.
Which do you like? I don't know which one.
No, but I
And this, that's pretty, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's nice in the jewel tones,
Yeah,
I
she
would
is nice
say.
in the jewel tones. That's
I'm
right.
more of an earth tone person, but the jewel tone, this would work for me. This would probably work for me too.
Yes.
But it's really fun. So these are the kinds you play with. You can go to the
this, and these are just
clothing store and just these.
scarves,
Oh, and you know what
right?
these are?
What are they?
These are like the.
This is the new
patches.
thing called infinity scarf.
What?
It's really a scarf, a normal scarf, and they They sew the. You can see the seam there, but they sew the ends together. So they make these
So you don't lose it.
rings. So really, you can you scoop them over your
I'm
head. Play
scooping.
with one.
Wait,
Let's
wait, I'm
arrange
scoop- I
them.
wanna
Since we
scoop.
can
I
see
wanna
ourselves,
scoop.
it's awesome.
Wait, I'm gonna scoop too.
And you can make yourself a cowl or something fun like that and add a little pop of color to your work outfit. Yeah. And it's just
Our
fun.
studio audience wants to
Right?
swoop too.
So if you wore all
Wow.
of these colors all work well with your neutral shades that you're probably wearing to work, like your blacks and your
Sure.
grays and your tweeds and your different neutrals that we wear to work, can work with a nice scarf or something sparkly added. But there's another the other cool thing I noticed about these is you have to put it on like a jacket. Like
Jacket.
this.
Wow.
And if you went to say you had a little shift dress on under that blazer at work, you could wear this, say, to the restaurant or to the party, and kind of like a little cover-up.
Oh, stop
kind of
yourself.
like a little
Stop it.
jacket.
This is
Did you get it?
fabulous.
Isn't this
Yeah.
adorable? Yes.
Okay,
This is the jam.
Yeah,
I
and you
got
put this
it.
over
This-
your shoulders
What?
like this.
Oh, I
You
like
put your
it.
color, and you can just wear like your little dress
Oh, we
and
have a new
keep you nice
outfit
and warm,
on.
and
What?
it's adorable.
This
So-
is the Jimmy
So
Jam.
easy.
Oh my goodness.
Guess how much I paid for these?
$5.99.
Well, $14.99.
I always say
But this
It's
is
like a jacket, a scarf, and you can wear this in the summer, I think, because summer these colors
No,
come out
this
again,
is
right?
perfect, like spring
this
and
is
summer.
very and
Cruise,
summer.
cruise.
Oh.
And the cruise.
Yeah.
And folks, so this is a great stocking stuffer gift.
Oh, this is.
Yeah.
Okay,
for your-
for $14.99, especially from your teenagers, well up into, girls would
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah.
This is fantastic,
great?
Susan.
Showing them how to wear it.
And showing them how to wear it.
Yes.
No, but this.
So
Oh
there's
my
two
gosh.
things. Oh, and then if you really want to do a toga look, you can do that.
Oh, toga.
Oh,
Watch
toga.
out, watch
Weird,
out with
toga.
your toga.
That's
Okay.
kind of weird, just over your shoulder. But you know, you could if you wanted to be dramatic.
Yes.
This is the Michelle Obama look.
Oh,
One shoulder.
oh.
You know, this could be cool. And I would get I would put a belt.
I
Yes,
see.
because
And
of-
that would
yes.
pull,
Yeah.
that would pull
And
it
just
all
play with this.
together.
Yes.
You could also do like the cowl thing and have a pretty pin in there too if you wanted to add a little
My mom
something.
loves pins.
Oh.
And these, you could even make these if you found fabric.
Oh my
'Cause
goodness.
it's just sewing.
Yeah,
the
it's just
ends
making the
together.
ends together. That's it. And hemming the
Wow.
sides. So anyway,
Great
wonderful.
skills.
Wow, this is wonderful.
Yay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I guess one of the things. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well.
We have information on Facebook.
If you want to see more about this, especially because some of the items that we want to put on here, Susan is actually going to put up a really great picture of. It's really kind of a collage of some of the in colors right now to look at the spectrum of what you really can utilize for the season. So please check out Susan's Facebook page at.
SusanKohlerCouture.com. You can go to my website and then go to the Facebook page. There's a
And
little
plus,
icon.
we're also going to try to connect with this as well, so you'll see it also on Shades of
Oh,
Glam.
it is connected.
Yeah,
You
oh.
just go right into that page of people we love, and Susan's there.
And Susan's right there, so we'll actually see all of that there. So I want to thank you very, very much for this. Don't go anywhere, because what we want to do is just tell our folks just some housekeeping ideas. Right now, our housekeeping items. We're going to actually take a small hiatus. We're not going to have a show in December. Sorry, folks. I know. I hope you enjoyed this one today, because we had a lot of fun with it. But we are going to regroup and continue our shows in January, so there'll be more to come. We'll send some information out on our Facebook page on it. We definitely want to hear from you, so please keep the conversation going at our Facebook page.
Shades of Glam.
Okay, and our Twitterverse at.
Shades of Glam.
Okay, and if you wanted to give us a telephone ring, our call number is 855-937-4526. That's 855-937-4526. Or if you want to send us an email, you can send us an email, thewomen@shadesofglam.com. And so therefore, we wanted to say happy, merry, to all of you and your family. We love you very much. If somebody didn't tell you today, girl, boy, you are beautiful. And we want to wish you a very glamorous and healthy, happy holidays. Bye for now.